everybody. Hi, this is me, Beryl from Forever Yours Flowers. Today we are going to talk about inspiration and where we can find it. Yes, I'm going to keep referring to my notes that I have pinned up behind my camera because it helps me on my little journey to make sure I don't forget anything. Inspiration and where you can find it. Today is what we're going to call Welcome to Artsy Wednesday. Part of Artsy Wednesday this week, we're going to talk about finding inspiration, taking the confidence to take that inspiration and go with it. Just run with it and make the most amazing wedding. Today, my friend Camille, who is a girl that works for me, she's a beautiful girl, and she was searching for some images, for inspirational images. And she put up this amazing image of this flower market. And in the flower market is multiple different buckets of flowers of thousands of different colors. And there's prices all over them. Instantaneously, this is how I create my inspiration for your wedding. Because you come in with ideas and I've got to turn those ideas into something that is yours. Nothing to do with me. It's all about you. So, sorry, a bit cold today, so I've sort of got my scarf on to keep myself warm. So this image that Camille had put up was absolutely beautiful. There were yellows and oranges and very vibrant colours. And I absolutely, for my Facebook Lives and things, I don't really wear a lot of reds and oranges and things, but I love wearing red. I think yesterday I had an orange jumper on because that inspires me to be a better me because I love colour and therefore I can go outside of the box. It's probably also a little bit about the art side of me. The graphic designer in me can't help but jump into people's weddings to help them create something very, very different, something very, very unique. So where in the chat, I'd love to hear from you. What inspires you to create something that is uniquely mine, not uniquely mine, uniquely yours? You may be using this inspiration. In my case, I deal with wedding. I think you have known, for those that jump on and off here that have heard me speak a few times, I'm in the wedding industry, so I refer everything to the wedding industry. But when it comes to inspiration, you could use this inspiration for decorating your house. You can use colour inspiration for anything that you would really like to use it for. So I was just, if you hang on 2 seconds, let me jump out of here. As I was sitting here and as I was looking, I was thinking, sorry, I'm back again. This is the most, isn't that the most amazing image? I forgot I actually had it on the wall. It's actually a birthday card or a card of some sort because there's no writing inside of it. In my case, what I have done with this absolutely amazing image is I framed it in a white frame, and the reason I put it in a white frame is my walls are white. So I didn't actually want the image to be the dominant one. I didn't want the frame to be the dominant one, I should say. I wanted the image to inspire, and when people looked at it, they saw the image, not the frame. This is how you go when you're organising your wedding, when you're planning your wedding. This is what you do. You decide what is really, really important in the wedding, and everything, which is the main actor, and everything outside of that is the supporting actors. I refer a lot to movies and things like that because I just think the hierarchy in a movie is amazing. It creates those feelings and thoughts and shows you what could be and what's not, what is and what isn't, basically. Think of how romantic movies, I love romantic movies. So I'd love to hear from you. Put in the chat. Are you like me? You're a romantic at heart? I watch very few doggy movies where the dogs get injured because that makes me sad. So I don't kind of like those, but I like the more upbeat, Some of the old-fashioned movies are quite romantic, like The African Queen. What I like about The African Queen is I love the scenery in the background of that movie. For those that are on here, let me know your age. You may never have heard of The African Queen because I think it was produced before I was born and I've been alive for a while. So I'm not sure, but I think it's Audrey Hepburn and I don't know. Anyway, it's The African Queen. Look it up. It's a very famous, very old movie, but it's set on a boat. The African Queen is actually a boat. But what inspires me when I look at that movie is the scenery around the boat. The boat is the main actor. In this case, the boat is the couple getting married. And around the couple are the supporting actors that support you on your way to making an amazing wedding. Do you know what you could create if you could just let your imagination go wild? And even if you want a fairy tale, very classic wedding with classic colours, you still can use your imagination. If you want an all-white wedding, I saw the most beautiful wedding the other day. Somebody put up, show me your pictures of your bridesmaids' dresses that are all different. And I thought that was really quite interesting. But as I was scanning, because I'm an internet stalker, I'm so sorry, but I scan all these sorts of things. I came across this image where the girl had said the only thing I wanted was everybody to be in white. And they were not allowed to wear a maxi dress. They had to wear a knee-length dress. They were her limitations, so they could buy any dress they wanted. So therefore they could reuse it for their personal life. It looked amazing. There were five or six bridesmaids, all in white dresses. The bride was in the same white dress. Everybody had the shades of this white, but it looked absolutely beautiful. Her inspiration was still that classic look of keep it simple, but it was also the look of she was caring for her bridesmaids, but she still got the feeling in the wedding that she really wanted, this classic, and everybody was just in white. I didn't see the photos of the groom because this was in a private group, so I couldn't even put the image up, so I don't have permission for that. But, and confidentiality is so important. But what inspires you? Do you have a special colour that inspires you? I love blues. Oh, look, come on. My favourite cup is red. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. But I've got a lot of red in my kitchen because it's just what inspires me when I come into my kitchen. So this is how normally we have a chat around a table and we develop your wedding as a wedding plan. We give you the techniques and the tools to take your inspirational image and make it something beautiful and unique. So I'd love to talk, if you could talk to me in the chat and just tell me, how can you be inspired and what will inspire you? So let me think. A couple more hints I had here is I'm a water person. I love water. Maybe that's why I like blue so much. Don't ask me why I like red, but that's okay. I love sitting at the bottom or the top of a waterfall and watching the water go down. I love doing that when I'm actually planning somebody's wedding for them, or I'm in the wedding planning course where I'm explaining to people as they go along. I like to go and find water so that I can calm my brain down so that I can bring the best of me to every workshop I run. Because if I don't bring the best of me, you're not going to have the best of me, because that's what you need to create your dream. So your sensational event, your whatever you need. This is what I have to do so that I bring the best of me. I also do a lot of running. When I've got to design something that's really very complicated, I will never design it in just on the spot like that. I say to people, I'm so sorry, but this is at least a 3-run design. And they go, what do you mean? I said, I need to run at least 3 times before, I need to do at least 10, 15K before this design is going to become beautiful and amazing. I show you how I stop limitations from stopping me from creating something beautiful when I work one-on-one with my clients, with my couples. So this is how I do it with me. I have this most amazing blue vase. Hang on, I can't resist it, I'm sorry. I have this amazing blue vase that I have, and it's got these most amazing colors that swirl down it. From this vase, I could see instantaneously hanging streams of fabric over top of different pieces, whether it's wire. Usually it's whatever the venue's got. So I work to the limitations of the venue because that's what I've got to work to. But you can make something. Do you know what you can do with 20 meters of chiffon or 20 meters of tulle or something? And people are going, how did you do that? And I said, because that's what you asked for. But how did you get my dream out of my head? And I said, because you gave me an inspirational image. See how I'm pulling your image into my head so that I get your design for you. That's who I am. I'm fairly passionate when I do what I do. So I do apologize, and I do apologize for it being a little bit active and crazy, but that's what you get. You get the whole of me in. When I do my wedding planning courses, when I do my online workshops, when I do all my courses at the moment are online. I do apologize, but COVID has made me nervous. So I've taken everything online. But that means I get to serve more people. I get to have a lot more fun during the day. So everything I do is online. But do you know the inspiration that you can get just from, it doesn't matter where the images are, because usually you as a couple or you as a bride or a group, you send me an image and I go, oh, I know where to fly with this one. And it is flying. It's an adventure. We go on a journey together and then at the end of it, sometimes I feel a little bit sad because I've put so much of myself into the wedding, into the final day. When I get that final image, and by the way, when you work with me, you have to give me a final image, because if we've done this remotely and you've designed it, or maybe you're in Darwin or something, no offense, I need an inspirational image for my wall, because your dream, your inspiration drives me to do something better and better and better. And that's what it's about. And that's just from a boring inspirational image. I need to know what thoughts and feelings that are holding you back so that we can move forward together. I do have plans on how, I do have techniques on how, plans. I do have techniques, I have sheets and stuff for you to work through so that, but we also get on one-on-one calls. Even when you're in a group with me, every one of my groups starts with a one-on-one call, because that's the only way you can see how, as a class, as a group, we can work together. And we feed off each other. If you get three couples together, they just feed off each other and they make fireworks. Okay, new image, fireworks. The colours in fireworks. Think of New Year's Eve. Think of the Sydney Opera House, where the whole of Sydney Opera House is a mass of colours that is similar to this market image of these flowers. Look, I've got another inspirational image. I've got a picture in my head. Can you imagine seeing the colours in your wedding that you saw out on New Year's Eve? Maybe you met your future partner on New Year's Eve or something, and you saw all these amazing fireworks. Wouldn't that light your heart up? I'd love to know your story. Could you tell me your story on how you met your partner? I would love to know, because you could inspire me to make something even better. Wouldn't that be great? If I could do something even better because I have an inspirational story. Wow. So let me talk about, let me see if what else. One thing I do actually, I'm just checking my notes here, and I get a little bit hypo, and I forget that sometimes, and I need that. We're going to talk here for a little bit. Do you have any problems that are holding you back with your wedding planning? That's what we deal with. Problems, yeah, we've got to work together. Not everything is always what's smelling like roses, whatever that saying is that my mum used to say. You can't have everything smelling like roses. And I used to say, but why not? Well, I was a little bit of a cheeky so-and-so when I was little. But what problems, what I've written here, what problems, so I've got here, the problem you can feel huge. It can feel out of control. It can feel overwhelming. Well, guess what? My job is to help you with some certain techniques to remove those problems. So I would like to come on the journey. I call it an adventure. Every time I get to do another wedding, I get on another adventure. Sorry, my phone just said it's going flat. Maybe that's a hint that I should stop talking. But I would love you to DM me. I would love to help you with your next wedding. I would love to help you. I would love to come on your journey with you. We could plan it together. But DM me. Let's organise a chat, and we jump on a call together and see how I can inspire you to create your amazing wedding. Let's ignore this COVID thing. It will go away, but we can start planning now. Anyway, this is Beryl from Forever Yours Flowers. Stay home, stay safe. Love to you all, and I'd love to help. Okay, bye for now.